What's up, beautiful people? It's Sindafam. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be checking this video, and it's titled 50 Cent reveals how Oprah is using Steve Harvey to blackball Taraji. Interesting. I'm excited to check this one out, see what they've got to say. Let's check it out.
We out here in a game. This the money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This the money game.
But
we in the money game. And you cannot sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them. You cannot help them.
Monique, why is she canceled? And then I know Tyler wouldn't support that. He never told nobody not to work with her. When I talked to him, he was like, nah, I never told no one not to work with her. And I said, but you Tyler Perry, and you never told anyone to work with her.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And he was like, I never looked at it like that. Because I said, you just got to consider how strong your influence is at that point.
50 Cent is coming after Steve Harvey for allowing Oprah to use him to blacklist Taraji after she spoke up on how badly Oprah treated her on the set of The Color Purple. Child, it's a hot mess because Oprah allegedly got mad at Taraji for spreading negativity, which she believes caused the movie to flop at the box office. Now, 50 Cent might be a professional troll, but one thing he's going to do is stand for what is right, and he is not here for Oprah doing the same thing to Taraji that she did to Monica back then and using Steve Harvey to carry out her vendetta. Unfortunately, Oprah's plan to blacklist Taraji might already be working because studios are allegedly pulling Taraji off all her gigs and no one wants to work with her. But it seems like 50 is not playing around because he claims to have receipts about Oprah's sinister agenda that can get her canceled once and for all, and he is not afraid to spill the tea. But is Oprah really trying to ruin Taraji's career for what she said about her during the Color Purple press tour? And did she try to enlist Steve Harvey to carry out her plan? Let's get into it.
As a black woman, you know, we do it with so much grace and get paid half the price of what we're worth. And that becomes difficult. And it's a slap in my face when people go, oh, you work all the time. Well, bitch, I have to, because the math ain't mathing. I wish I could do 2 films a year and relax the rest. I wish I had it like that. So because you see me working so much, I got to. You know, big bills come with this shit we do, okay? I don't do this alone. It takes a team. And they want to get paid for their work, as they should. So when you hear somebody making, oh, they made $10 million on this movie, well, you know Uncle Sam going to get 50% off the top, right? And then you got to pay 30% or however much you pay your team. So you really haven't made $10 million. So that's why that Benjamin Button story hits so hard, because all I was asking was for $500,000. I wasn't trying to take nothing from Brad Pitt or Kate Blanchett. They deserve to earn what they get because they worked their asses off for it. I so too worked my ass off. And at the time, I couldn't say no. I didn't have any power because they would have been like, next. But I saw the bigger picture and I had to check my ego. And it was tough because I had to check it every day on that set. I had to check it because it would rise up in me and I would be like,
A few weeks ago, Taraji and Oprah were making the news rounds because of some explosive comments Taraji made during her press tour for The Color Purple. Now, movie press tours are supposed to be for promoting the movie and saying good things about it so people can get psyched to watch it. That's why people felt Taraji was wrong for spilling everything like that, because she could have at least waited till the movie broke even before addressing other issues. However, you can't really blame Taraji because it seems like she had so many bottled up emotions from years of being mistreated and lowballed in the industry that when she finally had the opportunity to speak her mind, she just couldn't keep it in any longer. It all started with Taraji's SAG-AFTRA interview, where she confessed that she hadn't seen a rise in her paycheck since Proud Mary. If you've watched Proud Mary, then you know how much Taraji ate her role in that movie. That should have opened the door for her to start earning big bucks. In fact, you can point at any role Taraji has ever played and see how that role should have made her one of the top earners in the industry. But Taraji said when she was invited to be cast in The Color Purple, the offer she got was so low it was downright insulting.
Black women having the same story. It's breaking my heart. Like 20 plus in the game, it breaks my heart. It's like every time you achieve something really incredible, it's almost like the industry looks at it as a fluke. Like, oh, that was like some one-time thing. So you fall back to the bottom and you gotta negotiate and fight tooth and nail to get what you made the last time. Where's my raise? I haven't seen a raise in my income since Proud Mary. And almost had to walk away from Color Purple. Yes, ma'am. Who said what? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Because you know what? If I don't take a stand, how am I making it easy for Fantasia and Danielle and Hallie and Felicia? Then why am I doing this? If it's all just for me, why are you here? We are to service each other. God is very clever. He put us on this earth and he made us all look different. He made it complicated. We need to figure it out. And we can. And we are. You have to look at the glass as half full. It's always half full.
Taraji then talked about how she had to take a stand in issues like this because if actresses in her position didn't speak up, then younger actresses would suffer the same things they had to face in the industry. Taraji's statements opened the floodgates for a much-needed conversation about how Black women are underpaid and underappreciated in the industry. Even the Viola Davis spoke up about how she was still underpaid despite achieving everything her male and white female colleagues have achieved.
What they're getting paid, which is half of what a man is getting paid, well, we get probably a tenth of what a Caucasian woman gets. And I'm number one on the call sheet. And then I have to go in and I have to hustle for my worth. That's what I feel like I'm doing. When I demand what I feel, listen, I have more than a 30-year professional career.
Well, it seems like lots of people just really want to control everything, and it's just the people who are at the top that always want to benefit. And in order for other people to be part of the party, they have to sell their soul. And like what Steve Harvey said is a money game, is not an integrity game. So it's just crazy. And yeah, Taraji would have promoted the movie Color Purple, but at the same time, she shared some vital information that people should pay close attention to. And it's the fact that not just one person, not two person, but different people are coming to share their story of things that goes on or happens in Hollywood. And I don't even understand how people don't believe when people share their story of things that goes on in Hollywood. But yo, it's a lot deeper than we thought. But yeah, let's go on.
I have more than a 30-year professional career. I had a friend who said, yeah, but Viola, your career is better than my career. I said, yeah, but you can't compare me to you. Because once again, I got the Oscar, I got the Emmy, I got the 2 Tonys. I've done Broadway, I've done off-Broadway, I've done TV, I've done film, I've done all of it. I have a career that's probably comparable to Meryl Streep, Julianne Moore, Sigourney Weaver. They all came out of Yale. They came out of Juilliard. They came out of NYU. They had the same path as me. And yet, I am nowhere near them. Not as far as money, not as far as job opportunities, nowhere close to it. And yet, I have to constantly get on that phone, and I have fabulous agents, by the way. They are getting it. But I have to get on that phone, and people say, you're a Black Meryl Streep. You are, and we love you. We love you. There is no one like you. Okay, then if there's no one like me, you think I'm that? You pay me what I'm worth. You give me what I'm worth.
Other actresses like Gabrielle Union also supported Taraji by sharing their own stories about getting underpaid and overworked in the industry. Keke Palmer left a comment on Instagram talking about how, like Taraji, she had a team working behind the scenes that she had to pay before getting her cut. The entertainment industry is just like any other industry. We run businesses to keep our brands afloat, us being the brand or business. And it's that team of company members that decrease any assumed large lump sum. This includes monthly expenses, just like everyone else. In the words of Biggie, more money, more problems. Then Taraji broke down in tears during an interview with Gayle King while she was talking about how the reason why she worked so hard was that she got paid so little and the math ain't mathing.
And I heard on the street, Taraji, you had the audacity to say you're thinking about stopping acting. We said, stop talking. Are you thinking about it?
I'm just tired of working so hard, being gracious at what I do, getting paid a fraction of the cost.
During this interview, fans noticed how Gayle tried to steer the conversation away from the main issue, as if she didn't want Taraji to say something negative about her bestie, Oprah. Now, fans have noticed a lot of tension between Oprah and Taraji since the press run for The Color Purple started, and it's allegedly because not only did they offer Taraji an insultingly low pay, but she and other crew members were treated horribly throughout the filming. Like Fantasia and Danielle Brooks revealed that they didn't even have their own dressing room on set, and they were forced to share one cramped space. On top of that, they weren't given food while working. All of this maltreatment made Taraji furious, and allegedly, when she took her complaints to Oprah, who was part of the movie's directors, Oprah basically told her to get out. This caused a lot of tension between them, which you can see from this video.
Did you think you could escape? No.
Okay, awesome. Get him.
I can't see a thing. Can anybody see anything? There we go.
Where are we looking?
Right here. Oh, wait, we're starting right down here.
Okay.
Everybody right down here, and then we're going to go all the way around the ring.
Come on, Fantasia. I want to
Be a part of it.
You guys are going to do a little shot. A little shot.
Allegedly, Oprah kept trying to get Taraji to just smile and go through with the press run, but we all know how that turned out. And now that The Color Purple is a box office flop, Oprah allegedly blames Taraji. The Color Purple tanking is actually surprising because there was a lot of hype leading up to its release, and people had high expectations for the movie. Besides, those who have watched it can testify to how the actors put up a brilliant performance, which makes sense because the cast included star actors like Taraji, Whoopi Goldberg, Halle Bailey, and Coleman Domingo. However, out of a budget of over $100 million, The Color Purple has reportedly only made $58 million. What's crazy is not even the entire $58 million will go to the producers, because more than half of it will go to the cinemas that showed it. This is reportedly why they had to make the movie available for streaming almost immediately, because they were struggling to break even. Again, this turnout is surprising because the audience actually enjoyed it and even rated it higher than the Broadway musical it was adapted from. Word on the street is that Taraji's comments about how Oprah treated her on set made people boycott the movie. Unfortunately, sources are saying the reason why Oprah is so mad at Taraji is that The Color Purple was supposed to be Oprah's Harpo Studios ticket to big bucks. The movie was supposed to win major awards and make so much money that Oprah would finally get funding for other projects. And now, Oprah is trying to blacklist Taraji as revenge, like she did to Monique. In case y'all forgot, Monique had a similar experience with Oprah in 2009 when she featured in Oprah's film, Precious, which, by the way, Oprah only paid her $50,000 for. Despite the low pay, Monique took the role because she felt it would be a good addition to her resume, and it was because she then went on to win several awards for her role. However, things went sour between her and Oprah when Oprah asked her to do an unpaid tour for the movie, and she said no. Oprah allegedly started spreading news about Monique being difficult to work with, which made other studios afraid of working with Monique. All her offers were pulled, and even the projects she was already working on got canceled. It was so bad that Monique's career never actually recovered from it. Later, Lee Daniels would apologize to Monique and confirm that she was blackballed because she refused to play the game. Meanwhile, the one person who stood for Oprah through all this was 50 Cent. After he found out that Monique was being blackballed for refusing to dance to Oprah's tune, he put his neck on the block to defend her and help her get her career back on track by promoting her comedy show and promising to help get back up there. And he made good on his promise by casting her in his hit series, Black Mafia Family. Now, we all know 50 and Oprah have a long-standing beef because, according to him, Oprah likes to use her platform to bring other black people down rather than uplift them. It all started when Oprah refused to allow 50 to come to her show because she felt his music was violent. And you know how 50 likes to take his beef seriously. I mean, he named his dog Oprah. But on a more serious note, 50 is now defending Taraji from what he sees as history repeating itself. To prove how serious he was, he made a post talking about how he helped Mary J. Blige become one of the highest paid black actresses for her role in his series. with Ghost. For context, Mary J. Blige received $400,000 per episode for Ghost. However, 50 took things a step further when he started talking about exposing Steve Harvey for allowing Oprah to use him to blacklist Taraji. Now, when it comes to Steve Harvey, he has a history of bringing down anyone he doesn't like how he tried to sabotage Bernie Mac's career because he was jealous of Bernie. Then there's the fact that Steve has been accused of using his platform to promote harmful stereotypes of black people. Cat Williams once called Steve out for forcing Cedric, the entertainer, to wear a dress for a sketch, despite knowing how Hollywood forces black men to wear dresses as a way of emasculating them. Also, Steve has been called out many times for being a sellout and playing black caricatures. He literally told Monique to sell out on his show after Monique called him out for not standing up for her during her beef with Oprah, despite knowing she was right. So it's not surprising that Oprah decided to ask him to help her blacklist Taraji. It wouldn't be the first time he has done something like that, and it seems like her plan is working because Taraji suddenly did a U-turn and started praising Oprah like she was the epitome of goodness. Ms. Oprah has been nothing less than a steady and solid beacon of light to all of the cast of The Color Purple. She has provided encouragement, guidance, and unwavering support to us all. She told me personally to reach out to her for anything I needed, and I did. Thank you, Ms. Oprah, for all that you do. Right. Fans were not buying that, and it's obvious from their comments that everyone is sick and tired of Oprah's two-faced attitude. That's what I love about Taraji. She always kept it real and revealed the truth, which we had no idea what was going on in the industry. Oprah is so used to getting what she wants, and now people stand up to her. She doesn't like it. Kudos to 50 Cent for sticking it up for Taraji and putting Oprah in her place. Child, we have been looking at Oprah side-eyed for a long time, and it is nothing Taraji could have said to make it any different. Oprah has not been nice to black people, period, women or men. Her reputation has been zero for a long time in the black community. As Gomer Pyle would have said, shame, shame, shame. So do y'all think Oprah is really trying to ruin Taraji's career with Steve Harvey's help? Comment down below and check out this next video.
Wow. A lot of things that goes on or happens in Hollywood is a lot deeper than what we thought, because 1 minute you hear one story, another time you're hearing another story. I mean, at this point, one just needs to keep an open eye and open mind to the information that surfaces, because I keep saying the exact same thing. When not one person, two persons, or three people are coming to share the exact same kind of story or similar story, and they are always mentioning or calling one person's name or few people's names, and they are telling the exact same story in a similar manner, and people keep doubting this, it's crazy. But of course, it's time for these people to speak out and let people know what is going on, because of course, I like Steve Harvey said this, when you tell the truth you have to face the consequences, which is sad, because with this, lots of people just have to close their mouth and continuously endure to the treatment that they're being given, being maltreated or whatever in the industry, or blackballed or blacklisted because they don't want to do what, or they don't want to be controlled. It's crazy. But all the same, I'm sure tons of people have interesting things to talk about, so share in the comment down below. I would really love you to share that. You can share other useful information you think might be really helpful. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and all of that stuff. And until next time, see you in the next video.